Hi guys, James Not So Cleverly appeared on the Laura Kuenssberg show where he started out by saying that the Conservatives lost the election as a result of not listening to the public and due to scandals within the party. Laura rightly points to the corrupting influence donors have had on the Conservative Party, where outright racists will be protected if they hand over millions of pounds in cash to the Tories. When the MP for Braintree was asked if he would take money from Frank Hester, his response wasn't so cleverly. Have a listen.
You say there you were a lot defined by your infighting, and you've also said recently you were defined by scandal. But one of the scandals earlier this year was that one of your donors, Frank Hester, had said that Diane Abbott, the Labour veteran MP, made you want to hate all black women and should be shot. Now, Frank Hester donated a further £5 million to the Conservative Party. It seems he pretty much bankrolled the election campaign. You want to change things. Would you accept donations from him in the future if you become the leader?
Well, he apologised. He admitted that what he said was completely wrong. And the reason he donated to the Conservative Party's general election campaign was to protect the British people from the Labour government that we now see. No, but this is really
that's not my question. My question is, would you, if you win, accept donations from him in the future?
Well, the point I'm making is that he donated to our campaign so that we could protect the British people from the Labour government, who are now taking money off pensioners, whose own donors are being given passes to number 10, whose own donors are being brought into the Labour government.
But what people want to know, you're sitting here saying you'd run a different Tory party, you'd be a different kind of leader. Would that be one of the things you would change? Well, can you give us a clear answer? Would you, if you win, accept more donations from Frank Hester? Or
well, I've not had any discussions with Frank Hester about the future, but the point is what he said was totally unacceptable. He has apologised for that. He has been a donor to the party. Whether he is again in the future, I don't know.
So you might take money from him.
The point.
The point is that he donated to the Conservative Party to stop the Labour Party. Look, Frank Hester may be a massive racist, but his money isn't racist. That's what James Cleverly is trying to get across, okay? You know, we'll take money from racists and we'll defend the racists, but we have to focus on the money. The money is not racist, okay? This is what he's trying to sell. Look, of course he will take money from Frank Hester. He has not ruled it out. Because Frank Hester is a massive donor to the Conservative Party, even after the comments that he made about Diane Abbott had come out, the Conservatives were still defending him. You know, because he had donated an extra £5 million. Now, I love this narrative that James Cleverly is trying to spin here. Frank Hester donated, was it £10 million to the Conservative Party to stop Labour. Because he cares about ordinary people. No. Frank Hester doesn't give a crap about ordinary people. Frank Hester cares about people like Frank Hester. If he cared about ordinary people, he would give £10 million to charity. He would actually, try and stop the rise of food banks. But instead, he's giving huge amounts of money to the Conservative Party to protect people like Frank Hester. See, he wants to stop Labour, not when it comes to protecting old people or harming old people. He wants to stop Labour because he's afraid that inheritance tax may go up, and inheritance tax disproportionately affects the richest in society. See, ordinary people are not really impacted by inheritance tax, and Labour may need to increase it. So, of course, it would impact people like Frank Hester. Capital gains tax, another thing that would more impact Frank Hester than the average person on the street. So Frank Hester donates to the Conservative Party to protect people like Frank Hester. Nothing to do with elderly people or the cost of living crisis or anything like that. Maybe Frank Hester is somebody from Braintree, because it seems to produce some pretty intelligent people, doesn't it? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.